y'all, Liz here with your Daily Lizard, and we are talking about habit number 4 from the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey. Okay, so this habit is called Go for Win-Win. So the idea here is in negotiation or communication, agreements, etc., that when possible, when it makes sense, be going for win-win. And it makes sense a lot more often than you might think it does. Now, there are times when win-lose makes sense, lose-win makes sense, lose-lose makes sense, win makes sense, and win-win or no deal makes sense. So just a quick definition of each one of these, but keeping in mind that sometimes each one of these might make sense. So win-win, obviously, that's when I win, you win, and we are both focused on the other person getting what's best for them. I care as much about your happiness and your win as I do for my own. I care for it equally as much. All right, so that would be a win-win. Now, a win-lose is when I want to win and I want you to lose, because that's the only way a lot of times that people can feel like they win. Lots of times when you get to win-win, you can actually feel better than win-lose. You just don't have a ton of experience with it. So get a little bit more experience. All right, the next one is lose-win. Now there's a time and a place for lose-win. Lose-win is when you don't care about the thing as much as the other person does. Look for opportunities for lose-win and use them when they're appropriate. There's no sense going for a big win-win when you just don't care enough to go for the win-win. All right, the next one is lose-lose. Now, lose-lose happens most of the time when you get two win-lose people together. Two of the people that are thinking they're not going to be winning until you are losing. And if you have two strong people like that get together, that they find themselves on the lose end of that stick a lot. All right, the next one is a win. When you're just going for the win and you really don't care about what happens to the other person at all. You just don't care. You don't care about anything other than your win. All right, so that one can make sense at times too. But for the most part, if you're focused on just you winning, somebody else is going to be impacted by that. So hopefully you can turn your win into a win-win. All right, and the last one is win-win or no deal. Now there's a lot of power in win-win or no deal. Most of the time you will use this when you already have a good solid status quo and you're trying to get to something else. You might decide on, let's see if we can make something better. Let's come up with a better deal. But if we can't, no deal. We'll just stick with where we are today. I've done this with vendors before, right? I want to get a win-win for both of us. I want to be able to pay less money, but I don't want my vendor to, go bankrupt. I need them in business. I like that. So let's figure out if I can pay a little bit less, what do I need to do? Do I need to get you a referral? Do I need to order a larger quantity? Do I need to, what do I need to do so that we can get to win-win? But sometimes no deal makes good sense too. All right, so the idea here is go for win-win when you can. So today's daily action is to look for a time in your recent past, and believe it or not, you probably have at least 1 or 2 or 3 of these every single day. So look for a time when you didn't get to win-win. Maybe you got to win-lose, maybe you got to lose-win, maybe it was just a win. Especially if you are the owner of your business, you might find yourself in situations where you are more than just win-win. And identify how you could have gotten to win-win. That's it for today. Talk soon. Bye.